Well, hello, young artists. It's time for kindergartners to learn to make more lines. Get out your sketchbook. We're going to open up the cover. Here's the note I wrote you. Here are all the lines that we practiced before. We made dots. Here is a piece of art with dots on it, straight lines, and curvy lines, just like we did last week. This week, I want you to turn to the next page. Get your pencil ready. I have a pencil with an eraser. I hope you have one like this too. I'm going to mark here and here on this big dry erase board so you can see my marks really big. I'm going to show you where to put your marks in your sketchbook, and then I'm going to make it really big for you to see right here. We're going to make all 26 letters of the alphabet today, but we're not going to make them in order like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. No, we're going to break them down into straight lines and curvy lines and a few dots, maybe just like we did last time. I'm going to start with the easiest letter to make, but let me first show you the difference between uppercase and lowercase. There's a reason why the letters of the alphabet are called uppercase and lowercase. And I'm going to make one right now. I'm going to make an H. Don't draw anything yet. Just watch me. I'm going to make an H. This is an uppercase or a big H. And this is a little h. Today, we're just going to make the big ones. Here's another example. An uppercase A looks like this, but a lowercase a looks like that. They are very different. Some are easier, like a J and a J with a dot, uppercase and lowercase. Today, we're just going to make the uppercase letters. I'm going to erase this, and I'm going to get out the sketchbook. I'm going to use this turquoise, teal, blue-green color marker, and I'm going to mark in the sketchbook, and I want you to start at the top, and don't make your letters too big. We can go across and use both pages, and I'm going to make the easiest one there is to make, and it's just a straight line up and down, and that's the letter I. And now I'm going to make it up here. Straight down and I. Now I'm going to make another one that I think is really easy. I'm going to make T. So it's two lines. One goes up and down and one goes across. You need to make it up here at the top of your sketchbook. And I'm going to make it up here really big so you can see it better. Now I'm going to make that H, line, line, and then it goes across. And I'm going to make it here in my sketchbook. I'm going to make it a little smaller so I don't run out of room. Now I'm going to make another one that I think is really easy, and it's the letter L. Sometimes we want to learn our left hand from our right hand. If you make your fingers like that and it looks like an L, that's your left hand. I use my left hand when I make marks. Down and across, that makes the letter L, and in my sketchbook, I'll make it up there. Now, I'm going to make the letter F. It goes down, a straight line that goes up and down. I go back to the top and I go across. Oh, let me make that a little thicker. And then I make it again like that. And I'm going to make it in my sketchbook maybe up here, like that. And now I'm going to make the letter E, a capital E or an uppercase E, and that's the letter that starts my last name, Miss Ellis. It has 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to make it again in my sketchbook. Down, over, 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 and it touches like that. Now I'm going to make the letter A. This is the first letter of the alphabet. And we want to make a line that is slanted, or it looks like it goes down the slide. Go back to the top, and then go across. And that's the letter A. I'm going to make it in my sketchbook. I'm going to make it really big over here. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to make this one really thick. It's good to practice making thick lines. Now I'm going to make, oh, I think this one's harder. This starts my first name. It has a straight line that goes up and down. Now I have to skip a space. I have to go over here and make my dot or get started. And then I go down to the middle. I'm going to put my marker right back here and I'm going to go out like that. And that makes the letter K. I'm going to make that in the middle because that starts my name. Now I'm going to make the letter M. And I start at the bottom and I go up and then I go down the slide, back up the slide, and down again. It's kind of like that zigzag line that we made last week. I'm going to make that over here, up, down, down. And now I'm going to make an N. Up, it goes down the slide and back up. Ooh. Now I'm going to make, oh, I need to make it in here. Up, down the slide, and up. This next one is really easy. It's 2 lines. It looks like that. It's the letter B, and it goes down the slide this way, and then it goes up this way. It's kind of like the middle part of the M. That's the letter B. Now I'm going to make it over here. And then I'm going to do this 2 times and make the letter W. W. W, it's like 2 V's. It goes down, up, and I'm gonna make it over here in my sketchbook. Down, up. Oop, I got really crooked right there. I'm gonna make that thicker, just for some practice. And now I'm gonna make an easy letter, and maybe you can see it right here. This is a crisscross. Lines that go down the slide, lines that are slanted, and that is an X. And I'm going to make it over here in my sketchbook. Now I'm going to take this V and I'm going to make it again, but then I'm going to go down to the bottom and I'm going to make a straight line. And that is the letter Y. I'm going to do it up here on the dry erase board. So it's just like the V, but I make it smaller and then I bring a straight line down like that. And then I'm gonna make a Z. It's the last letter of the alphabet, X, Y, Z. And I'm gonna make a line like this that goes across. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna leave my marker still. I'm gonna leave my hand still. And I'm gonna go down the slide this way. And then I'm going to go over again like that. Now I have to say the alphabet to myself to make sure I got all the ones with straight lines. So I'm thinking about all the ones with straight lines, and I'm going to go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. J has a little curve in it, so I'll wait on that one. J, let's see, K, L, M, N. I'm going to skip O, P, Q, R, S, T. I'm going to skip U. It's got a curve in it. V, W, X, Y, Z. So you guys, these are all the letters. I think I got them here too. That have straight lines. These are all the letters that have straight lines. Sometimes straight lines are a little easier for you to make when you're learning to write, so I wanted you to start with these right here. I'm gonna move over here, and I'm gonna move over here on the sketchbook, and I'm gonna switch colors. If you've been using a pencil, you can keep using your pencil. If you have been using a crayon and you wanna switch colors, I'm gonna put the lid on my marker so it doesn't dry out. And I'm gonna switch to this green color. And I'm gonna be thinking of all the letters in the alphabet that have a curvy line. So last week, it's a little hard to see now, we did straight lines and then we did curves. So now it's time to do those curves. So in my sketchbook, I think I'm gonna get, this red crayon, and I'm gonna make a C like that. And here I'm gonna make a C up here, and this has a curve, and we practiced this last week. C. Now I'm gonna turn it into a G. So I make the same thing. I'm gonna stop and hold it right there and just rest, and then I'm gonna make a straight line that goes in, boop, like that. That's the letter G. I'm gonna go to my crayon, and I'm gonna make it down here, G. C, G. C, G. Now I'm gonna make that J. It's kind of straight and it's kind of curvy, but it's really easy for me to make. I'm gonna start with my dot and I'm gonna pull it down, and then I'm gonna curve and I'm gonna go this way. So I'm gonna curve like that, J, and I'm gonna make it in my sketchbook, maybe like that. And then I'm gonna make, really, this next letter is a shape. It's also a number. It's also 0. And it's a circle, and it's the letter O. So I start at the top with my dot, and then I go all the way around. And I just remember I talked to you about letting this part of your hand just lay on the paper so it can rest when you go around, and that's the letter O. Now I'm gonna make that again, but I'm gonna make it into a Q. Let me make my O in my sketchbook. I'm gonna make it really big like that. And I'm gonna make it again. And then I'm gonna give it a little slanted line. It's like a little kickstand on a bicycle. And I'm gonna make it up here. Starts out like an O, and then I go whoop, like that. And that is a Q. Now I'm gonna make that double curve. Here we go. S. I'm gonna make it really tall. That's kind of hard to make. It's a double curve. It goes this way, and then it goes this way. And I'm gonna make it in my sketchbook. And now I'm gonna make another letter that has a curve. It starts out straight, and then it curves, and then it straightens up again. If you were riding your bicycle, you would go straight, and then turn, and then go straight again. So it's like this. It goes down, it curves, and then it goes back up. And that's the letter U. I'm gonna make it in my sketchbook right here. Now, I left out at least one more letter, 2 more letters, then we'll go back and make sure that I remember them all. There are 26 of them. I need to make some letters that have a straight line and a curvy line. So I know when I start the alphabet, I go A, B. I'm gonna switch colors on my dry erase board, and I'm gonna go for this bright orange. And I'm gonna squeeze a B right in here. So I go straight down, and then I pick up my marker, and you'll pick up your pencil, and you'll go back to the top, and you're gonna curve it, and then you're gonna curve it again. And that one's kind of hard. I'm gonna make it in my sketchbook, and I'm gonna use this dark gray marker, or crayon, and I'm gonna put a B right here, straight, and then go to the top, curve, curve. I'm gonna make the next one too, straight, and then I just make one curve right there, and that's the letter P. So I'm gonna make that now. I'm gonna make it over here. I'm gonna make it in between right here, down, go to the top, curve it around. That's a P. I've got one more that I'm gonna make that has straight and curvy. I'm gonna make it down here. It goes straight down. Pick up my marker, pick up your pencil. You're gonna go back to the top, and you're gonna come all the way down in a big curve, and that makes the letter D. I'm gonna make it over here. I hope you can see that. I'm gonna go around like that. Oh, let's see. Did I get them all? Do you know your ABCs in order? Let's see if I got them all. A, B, C, D. Let's do that again. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. I forgot the R. Well, let's get it in there. R is, let me make it really big for you here. It is straight down. It curves at the top, just like the P, but then just like the Q, it has a little line. So go back in here and go straight down. Now it got on top of my U right there. That's okay. I'm gonna make the R. If I touch this, it's gonna smear it. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna make the R. There's the R. So where were we? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. We got all the letters. Your sketchbook should look kind of like this with letters everywhere. And you can go back and you can count and see if you got 26. You should have 26. Can you count to 26? Let's try it again and make sure we got them all. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now it's time for you to try to get all of this in to your sketchbook. Remember, it's just practice. If you have to make a letter more than one time, that's okay. This is a place for you to get your practice in. I will see you soon, and we will read a book about the ABCs. Get to practicing, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye, young artists.